I have way too many things on my desktop. Anyway, hello everyone. I've got to fix this. So, I was originally going to, um, most likely, I was wanting to get back to Sea of Stars because tomorrow I plan on trying to do Final Fantasy X since we started that. But it has been such a long time, I don't know where the hell my controller is. And I thought I did. So today we'll do this again. Tomorrow we'll do, depending on how things go, I will try to get back to doing Final Fantasy X because we started that, so we might as well finish it. As well as, Sea of Stars still needs to be done, and I'll figure stuff out from there because especially since I work at an ungodly hour Saturday and Sunday, I can come home and stream later in the day than I usually do. Like, basically, I could start about the time I usually end my streams. So, what will happen then? I do not know. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not putting a whole lot of money into being able to do this steadily, but I felt the urge to go ahead and stream today, so that's what I opted to do. Now, as far as this goes, we're going to be doing the Syndicate missions again. I'll be doing them solo, of course. And, what the hell is wrong with... I really do hate this Twitch app. There's just no two nice ways about it.
Your path has led here. Prove yourself, Tenno.
Well, this is gonna have to do, I guess. Anyway, train of thought just disappeared. Yeah, so, soloing this, of course, because it's just gonna be that much faster for me, so... But I would like to be able to, be able to sit and say, I'm streaming these days, and these days again, but for anybody who knows me, outside of my stream, my private life, personal life, whatever you want to call it, is a lot. So I unfortunately cannot make the promises that I would like to make in order to stream, but it is what it is. Maybe someday it will change and it'll all be worthwhile, but in the meantime it is, to say it, not worth the headache. No. So, well, isn't this... Oh, I see. Say, wait a second, isn't this the way I'm supposed to be going? Alrighty. Now, question is, which side of the room am I coming out on? I don't think it's going to be the one that allows me to hide easily. Nope. Of course it's not. There is a way to get into this area that you basically sneak in, like you're supposed to, since it's a hostage rescue, and deactivate everything, and before they even know that you came in here, you grab the hostage and you run. But I don't know if they've changed it in a recent patch or what the situation is, but it's been a few runs since I've entered that configuration in the tile set. Come on. Oh, you pepper. Oh, I gotta get some relics. they're supposed to have a quite wide variety range, whatever, of sorry, this is part of a stitch. Um, but yeah, so it is what it is. Ooh, got distracted.
Your
I'm
path.
pretty sure I'm not getting sick. I'm thinking this is all my allergies, but couldn't prove it by me. So, and even if I am getting sick, not my problem. I still have work to go do and paychecks to collect and all that other shit. So,
You have only succeeded in annoying me.
and unfortunately, just a reminder for anybody out there watching, if you can at least say hi. Ooh. Um, I am going to give me 1 second here. I'm going to tab out and close down Telegram. Because, of course, I send a message hours and hours and hours ago, and then when I'm actually doing something, people decide they want to get back to me. So, like, yeah, I figured that one. Um, you know, I don't remember what's going with it. No matter. Alrighty, at least on this one, there is no whatever. It's not like there's the wardens. Well, they'll hit or start the execution sequence because none of these infested have that level of whatever
And you thought to stop me?
intelligence, I guess. I thought I equipped the shocking one that I just crafted, but maybe I didn't. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Naught but your corpses will remain before me. Pathetic.
Oh, and I did finally look it up. Yes, the names he mentions when Roth talks are the name of um, subordinates that he mentions, and they are the three ghost people things that are accompanying us. So, wish the weather would say what it's doing. It snowed again last night. Might, according to the forecast, it might snow a bit again. Something is wrong with this eyeball. why this one is flashing so much, because it's... oh. I don't think I've cleared this on steel path, so... yeah, no, that's the reason. And this one, as long as you have the keys for it, it will just keep doing that, so... and again, steel path, normal path, doesn't have an effect on the Syndicate quests. The Syndicate quests are locked at lower levels, essentially. And they're supposed to be reworking them sometime soon, so who knows if that will still be the situation.
Led here. Prove yourself, Tenno.
I did find the streamer mode. It doesn't do anything like I thought it did, but basically if I would happen to start the game up, you know, on stream, it'll hide my email address, which don't have enough people that watch me to really be too worried about that. Not only that, but with stuff I have that email address assigned to, it gets sold and passed around like a party bottom in a bathhouse, so... I wonder if I can find a bypass somewhere around here. Problem is unless they decide to do something with that relatively soon, you have to be pretty close for them to show up on, like, the oxygen things that show up on my map. Because they are supposed to be optional to speed up the amount of time needed for the survivals to progress between levels, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. But based on everything that I've encountered with them thus far, they seem to really appear randomly. In some I've only gotten one, in others I've gotten two. I was once in a party with some friends after the update, and I think we got a total of like 4. But like, it's at random. It's still something nice that DE did, because a lot of us are just never impressed with the timing, the timed missions. Shall we say, but
You will come to wish you had not done that.
and I ran into that room.
Begone, pest.
Figures. Anyway. Stored them a bit. Oh, there we go. There's one.
That's a bypass. It will suspend security measures for our operative and hasten their work. Our operative has just been aided by a security bypass.
Might as well use. mean, I could open my stuff back up here once we're done with a bunch of stuff, and I could try to do the steel path circuits. That way I can get an incarnate for another weapon that I don't have. But fortunately, this gun does its best damage when I am using my scope. As you can see.
Out of my way. Nor that your corpses will remain before me.
I suppose I really should find and activate one of the life support modules that I have available to me.
The correct answer was to run.
Just because I really shouldn't let this get too low, because then I run the risk of having an issue like I did yesterday when I was finishing one. I wound up doing a IT treasure hunt, I believe is how it's thing, but I wound up running out of life support on Cavaro, and yeah, I got out. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I failed, but it was very touch and go. So, and of course, I wound up getting myself turned around. So, and this is the X. Oh, another bypass.
Bypass. Use that at a console to help our operative. Bypass activated.
Didn't I swore I hit a life support, but maybe I didn't. Oh well. There are two in this vicinity, so. Say there's a toxic one around here. I can do that too.
You have failed your betters.
Okay, let's get towards the exit now. Game is over. Proceed to the extraction.
Another job well executed.
Finally. Although I don't know why I'm excited about it, because a bunch more melee weapons on to craft, so. Have anything else out here? Nope, so I will put this one back on. Oh, an interception. At least it's a Grenier, so it shouldn't be too terrible, I would hope.
interesting place. I appreciate you doing this task for me.
A feast of flesh for Golfagor.
So Golf Gore is that one on the bottom left, no, bottom right of that triangle on my screen. I believe, if I remember what I read, Golf Gore is the one that will chain the monsters together, the enemies together for me. So. And then the one on the top is, I don't remember. We'll go through and take a look here after I'm done. Okay, only one more left to find. And we can get this gong show started. Oh, looks like the last one is over here, so I guess we'll start with C. And work my way to the other side of the room.
Idiots! Did you not have the sense to flee?
One guy there. Oh, they're down below, of course they are. I was hoping to stay up there to make it easier. This other operative can stay here. Looks like C is going to be their favorite target this round, so. Oh, they took it over. Alright, we'll keep this area cleared for a bit.
You have failed your betters. Let me save you from your own stupidity.
So when it comes to interceptions, I cannot solo the steel path ones because there's just too many of them, but these ones by myself, because the number of opponents that appear are based on the number in the party, I do pretty decent with, obviously. It can be a struggle, but it's been a long time since I've lost one doing it on my own for a normal. someone over here? Probably don't. Oh no, I think they're over here. Yes. Alright, might as well start over here since this is where I'm at the moment.
Salt the ground beneath your feet.
Is my operative here still alive after that? Doesn't look like it.
Life was wasted
Shitty.
on you.
Alright, let's set this up for defensive. Or for whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and start.
The more things change,
Right in the face.
what a waste. I will sit upon a throne of your making.
Oh, hey. Almost over.
You have fallen.
Good work today. Not only have we decoded the enemy transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
Okay, I can now open Zarazin. Which is my final Tenno school. And unlocking this wrong button. Unlock. My active school. First reviser on this thing is 25% faster. Okay. Starts health close. Second ability launches a projectile and spins it. Some impacts. Grants immunities for. Okay, that's not too bad. This one seems to be the support school of the three. So, oh, yeah, definitely that this one here considered increases the operator health and armor by 50%. So, all right, but as you can see, they're all now open and whatever. I really should do some of the old piece stuff to get more parts to buy more of the Tenno weapons, but that will come later.
What an interesting place. I appreciate you doing this task for me.
I would have retreated. Good. I was becoming restless. Not even a challenge for my consorts.
Oh, I forgot to look. It might be in here somewhere. Abilities. Yeah, there they are. So, oh, it's Karnak that snares them together. Golfagor is the one that latches onto them and essentially eats them as part of his whatever. And then Vathalis is the one that you unlock with Demon. Whatever. So yeah, they apparently. Well, yeah, you kind of see them in their abilities.
You will regret angering me.
They never seem to do. Again, they don't necessarily live long enough either. Yeah, see, because I believe Uriel has the Urai lens still on them. I'm still getting, points for both schools. But my Scythe is the one that has the whatever it is on it, so. And even though it's the active one, I can't remember if picking up those, whatever they're called, will give me the one that's my active school or just the one that is on the Warframe.
The correct answer was to run.
Oh, there is a bypass. There is the.
You found a bypass.
Ugh,
Use
it's
it
all
on
the way over here.
our operative a boost.
Ah, you wish to meet my better self.
Oh yeah, it gives me whatever my active school is.
Conscript.
So
To work.
I don't know why it's making me go back all this way, but whatever. If it will get the bypass to work.
Our operative has just been aided by a security bypass.
How far you have fallen. You have only succeeded in annoying me.
Oh.
A feast of flesh for Golfgore.
Okay.
What insolence is this? Out of my way.
Oh, it's keeping me from having to use the life support, so it can't be too whatever. Probably gonna have to hit one or two. Boom. Data. Surprised I'm finding so many the
I remember
oxygen
this being
plugs.
more of a challenge. I will pit my teeth with your bones.
And they were both killed. Oh well.
You shall all become dust and ash.
Let's see which way is out of here. Wonder why none of the support pods drop this way. They usually drop in the direction of the exit. This is what I remember people saying. So, apparently they were wrong on this one.
Well executed.
Ugh. And that leaves us one more, which is an extermination mission. Which is good. And it's relatively easy. You just go in there and kill everything. Take these off because my eyes are bothering me.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing.
What an interesting place. I appreciate you doing this task for me.
Hmm.
Nothing more. You shall all become dust and ash.
Okay, so this way. This way. I have to go up. Okay. Well, oh, I see. Further down below. That makes a difference.
What a waste.
Adventure. Well, how unfortunate.
You will regret angering me. Not even a challenge for my conscripts.
This should be it. There we go.
You have broken their ranks and
Let's
they
get
are
out of
done.
here.
Another successful mission. Find
And
extraction.
now down. Ow. Certainly tongue.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Okay. Let's check and see what battery on my vape is. Because, of course, I didn't get the more expensive model that would allow me to see an actual percentage. I have to go by the light. And we're on that. Well, looks like my little friends should absolutely show up in this one, which means I can, when they show up, I can banish them and get ready to go to the final confrontation, which I unfortunately do need to swap to Oberon for, just because I have an easier time with the special ability that his one grants, the righteous, whatever it's called, that gives me the shield. Save myself a bit of a headache for now, because the creatures that those turn into are not necessarily fun to fight. I mean, I don't have a problem fighting with them. I enjoy it on, this level of the game, I suppose, but I just need to have the tech rock scrubbers, or the hell scrubbers, rather, as they're called, operation. And unfortunately, I don't think they have bypasses in these as they would for survival. So. Ah, look, there they are. leads to Earth Proxima. So that puts me in the final confrontation phase,
Run while you still have your lives.
which basically means once I go confront them there, it will be do or die. I can either choose to add them to my roster, or I can opt to vanquish them once and for all. And I've been vanquishing most of them. I don't know if you should, or if there is a proper way to collect these, coda liches, as I would call them. But that being said, I do tend to collect the ones that I like via their colors. And I'm pretty sure this one I already have, so it's that much easier for me to decide to get rid of them, convert them, and get the extra heart cells. Okay, so which one's the newer one? I think it's this one. Okay, we just need to get the rest of this time passed, and we should be okay. So back before I finally went through and cleared my steel path, I was consistently going after the liches, these codas included, because, I didn't have anything else to do because I was having such a hard time with steel path, and then I got my, I don't know what happened, but I wound up getting a better build for all the whatever, like weapons and Uriel, and like, okay, well, I'll do Steel Path, and now I have Steel Path done too. I am not quite able to do the Savage. See, these are what the scrubbers will turn into if you don't clean the stuff off. If they possess the scrubber, and then yes, I did actually. So, go to hell, Eddie. Oh, for fuck's sake, Rove. Grow up. You're how many centuries year old? Act like it. Just kind of goes to show you, men are all the same. Yep. The other is what I am planning on, so...
And you thought to stop me?
There we go. That's the way up.
Contamination is total. There's no saving it now. Get out while you can.
My neck. So the Proxima fights require your own special ship, and Railjack is what they're called, but alright. I'm gonna have to change his color sometime. Because I haven't really used him since around my birthday. That's why he's green. So, as you can see, the Technocyte Coda concert is going to be the mission that we're doing. I cannot defeat them on my own. I don't know why, because I've tried with both as Roth and as Oberon. Muriel, I guess. But I cannot do it by myself, so this I will open it to the public, and there's usually people at any given time working on collecting their own Codas. So let's hope for a good team, and go from there. I'm pretty sure this is this guy's ship, so it's up to him. I will go and prepare to fight the invaders. Really? Destroy the speaker.
Most people totally changed once they think they're a big star.
Swap to the Coda weapon.
My dad always says it's good to be around people who push you to be better.
Okay, he got the last one. Now we destroy the speaker.
I know I get to do cool stuff, but there's a lot I miss out on that kids my age get to do.
So, what's it called here? Righteous negation. This will allow us to absorb, like me and everybody else who has the 3 stacks, instead of only having the ability to absorb 3 hits before we suffer some serious damage, it gives us 6. And it's primarily from the stage attacks, so. Pilot says I wasn't letting him leave, and I was going to be like, oh great, a new bug, but not so much.
All my old friends from school are hitting me up for backstage passes now. Oh, you're a total button masher.
So, after doing this for a bunch of times, I realized that the number of people with you, the order you are in on the party thing, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that will determine the order in which you are confronting the codas. So, the hosts is first, and then will be mine, then Beechen, and then Elsa. So, at least that's how I've noticed it works, you know, all the other times I've that's how I've noticed it works all the other times. So whether or not that's true, we'll find out. But
Man, I get it. It's hard not to compare yourself to, like, everybody else.
all right, it's your choice,
Can't do anything
Cynical.
that won't make a great headline.
They vanquished them.
It's not like I'm trying to change that or anything.
I have had a bunch of packets, so I don't need to keep this one. Especially because I haven't been paying attention, so I'm not sure what this color scheme is. On the floor is things for people for. Let me be strong, can feel. Alright, where is he? Purge. Vanquish. Alrighty, next.
It's not like I'm trying to change that or anything.
Alrighty, and this will be the last encore, so.
There ain't bad teams, just bad leaders, bro.
Sounds like a you problem, that's for sure. And that's the end, so they just gotta convert or vanquish, and then you're out of here. Oh, I was gonna say, one of them must be a Wukong. Because I saw, I'm counting them, there's 5 Warframes, and it's like, there should only be 4, so, what the fuck? Alrighty. Wow, did that? Oh, maybe that's how many. No, I think this is how many we got from that mission. This one especially is a really good
Excellent work, Tenno.
antivirus mod.
I have fine-tuned the confluence aggregator.
Really?
Uptick in orgo efficiency.
That was strange because I haven't seen. Where's my inbox? There it is. I haven't seen this version of Ortis in a while because normally it comes in as the Owl one. No. So yeah, I got 13 life heart cells and a emote that I have a ton of, and yeah. So just need a moment because I need to open up my tracker sheet. And let's see here. Okay, so then next would be I do another lich, supposedly, track down her be tracking down another coda and going from there. But I don't think I want to start another coda just yet. Because what else was I thinking of doing out here? I'll be damned if I remember.
Hello.
Okay, coda weapons. What do we have?
Right away, you'd be a good time.
Well, that's a cold. That's an electricity. I think they don't have a... Oh, yeah, they do. Oh. Huh, okay. I've got a bunch of my parts also. I could purchase some of these to merge with the ones I already have. See about upping the potency, because they only go up to 60% potency on the weapons. Meh. I don't know. What I do know is I need to take some coffee pods up. That way I can make coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these though, because I bought a couple and I'm not sure what some of the weapons I have are.
See you in your dreams.
Who the hell is... I can't remember the prototype or proto frame that Eleanor is. Oh, Nyx. Yeah, she's let's check my arsenal real quick. Ooh, I think I have to go through my actual equipment for that. New inventory. Do this one either, but let's go to my weapons anyway. Do I really have that many, or do I have a bunch of I'm gonna think I have a bunch of duplicates that I can merge. So anyway, toxic. Oh, oh my. Three of these ones. Okay, so this one is radiation, no, fire damage, which I usually don't like. Well, it's heat damage, but I usually don't like doing. So, balance fusion, toxin, radiation, 60%. Option 2. Oh, this will work. So. Oh, there we go. Now it's changed to toxin. I had to back out. Really don't need two different ones, but I don't. I like the radiation and I like toxic on my weapons, so I don't know. I'll have to figure that part out later, I guess. Alright, anyway, back to this one. Already mastered that one, so stick it somewhere. Looks like I can actually start unlocking stuff in my new School of Tenno ways. Oh, I remember what I was thinking I could do too. Let's do the steel path circuits, that way I can finish off that one weapon incarnate I have. Well, that's because I'm on regular, not. So, I'm pretty sure I have a Psylocke. I got it as part of a whole whatever. Some kind of event for 13th anniversary. So, and as you can see, I'm actually pretty close to getting it. I only need, what, less than 500 circuit points, or whatever the hell these are called. So, I don't even know what my options are for Warframes in this Temple Revenant Banshee. Rip. Oh. And it arc plasma. Okay. So I've got a weapon I'm not particularly fond of, but it's very powerful. And I just need to figure out which one of these I can actually play. Because I'm not good with the plurality of Warframes I have. Which is not necessarily a good thing when it comes to Steel Path. So, not necessarily overly impressed about that. Oh, where? Oh, that's where I'm at. Yeah. Alright, we're going to take a short break here. I want to make another coffee. As I decide what we do, because, well, I do, because might do the Steel Path and then call it good. Might not. Let's wait and see what I wind up having to do, shall we? So, we'll be right back. Okay, unfortunately, I'm going to have to head back to the bathroom. So, well, not back to the bathroom, but head to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that. I was not necessarily planning on having that happen, but couldn't help it. And before I forget, while I was up waiting for my coffee to finish pouring, I found my controller, so if I'm here tomorrow like I'm hoping to be, I will be doing Final Fantasy X. In the meantime, let's finish off my steel circuit. I'm going to say if I'm going in solo, I'm going in solo. I don't particularly care one way or the other. Got the lag on this from what I see on my side of my thing. Is just ridiculous. Let's go ahead. And we're going to equip Verona. Grab my Tenant Art class more. Grab the Hespar and Gremlins. And I can grab this. Select my ability. And I'm ready. Alright, 5-minute survival. It's like a plan. Part of a decree. Da, da, da. I really don't know how to play Maruna terribly well, but you know, trying to learn. Alright, where... There. Let's see, where is this aggravating Jade Light? This must be a single-handed scythe. I thought it was something different, but... Speaking of which, I still don't have this weapon outside of the circuit. Not sure why she's moving so flippin' fast, but... Ah, it's one of my allies. Ah, somebody's got a, Owie's... Why can I not think of how to say her name now? But, the Mag Proto skin. They've got her Gemini skin. Kind of like how I have... Well, I have Marie, Leon's, Ruth, and Arthur's. Not that I ever really use the other three. Oh, I completely screwed that one up. Oh, I didn't even see the one that I was attacking, so that says a lot. That one's done pretty quickly, so thankfully it's done. Alright, let's do this one. Well, apparently they know where all the fragments are located, so they really don't need me helping, but come on. Oh, I'm holding one already, that's why I won't do anything with that one. I forgot that's one of Mag's abilities, is to pull all the enemies to her. Alright. Another battery, please. Yep. Do that one. Especially with my twin gremlins, should give me a big damage increase. I thought so. Really? There we go. Had to use my cheat death, but that's fine. Come on.
Thanks, friend.
Finish it off. Assassination. And there we go. I've got last of my... There we go. That will help me out a great deal. Because now not only do I have the 400% from the party member, but I also have the attacks hit twice. Which I think effectively gives me 800%. Don't know if it actually gives me 800%, but it does give me at least 4 times the damage now. I don't know how all that stuff calculates. What is that one doing all the way over there? Ouch. There almost went my dumbass again. Which way are you going, you heifer? Alright. Okay, graphics glitch, because if there's still one alive, we should be damaging it, but we are, so. Let's go with the defense. I'm gonna accompany them for a while until somebody decides. Go ahead and say I'm done. So. There's 2, and there is another degree. Okay. Peace. So now I can go ahead, like other stuff to do, and I can go back into Deviri, even though I really don't need like anything special. I will need more materials from Deviri to grant my weapons their incarnate form, which is a pain from what I understand, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, I gave up some of my HP, didn't I? For one of my decrees. Deed. He's a deed.
Remember you're fragile.
Remember, you're fragile. Well, that's a little bit rude, Aoi, whatever her name is. It's Aoi. Okay. So, let's see what... Because for a steel path, I believe, unless it's changed, it used to be everybody would fill up their reserve, or their little void ship there that follows you around, and then they would work on taking out the void gates. I don't know if that's still the way it's done or not, so... I guess since everything's printed out, I should go ahead and do that. Shut the... Okay. Okay, so now I should have enough that It'll help get this one closed. Alright. After, let's do a reroll for my decrease. See if I get critical damage doubled. That works. I see it. Does deal double damage. Finally, I'm getting the ones I normally take. Because now this will give me a hell of a lot more fight. With my guns especially, but that's a whole different story. Oh. You have her. Ah, fuck off. Into the void he goes. Bit better. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. What time is it? Alright, so I think what we'll do is once I'm ready to retire, or the team is ready to retire from this circuit, I will go ahead and be heading off because I do have one or two things that I should probably be working on doing, so. Actually, I'm going to go out with Legion.
Another job well executed.
So, yeah, I've got a few decent things here, I guess. Anyhow. Come on, exit. So, Smino, I've got a prize waiting for me in the circuit. And voila, I've got my last incarnate for the week. Now I don't have anything much to do with it until next week when everything resets and I can pick whatever's on there next week, because might be weapons, might be just ribbons. Oh, and it looks like Grendel and Goss Prime are officially on Resurgence now. So means that if I go to Bazia in Maru's Bazaar, I can buy the relics for them specifically in order to get all of their prime pieces, which, yeah, I would potentially like to do that. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, anyhow, I'm going to see who's online, see about raiding out. If I do have anyone to raid out to, if not, yes, following. Papa Mutt, Vixie. So, she speaks Spanish, so. Let's go ahead and read out to my friend, Psycho Knives, whatever. Knives the Psycho Wolf. And, we will go ahead and I will see you guys later, hopefully tomorrow. We'll wait and see how things go. Playing it by ear, depending on how I feel, and blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, with all that said, you guys take care. I will see you tomorrow. Maybe.